Season 3, episode 50 of the Third and 10 podcast is now live. What's going on, everyone? I'm Nathan Nguyen, always joined by my co-host, Brian Germanaro. Happy Friday to y'all. Excited for another week of football. We, obviously just saw the first game of the week with the Ravens and Dolphins last night, and we'll talk about that later on in the show. But of course, we have our weekly game preview episode as the Giants will be heading back home after a couple games on the road versus the Broncos and the Eagles, but they'll be hosting the 49ers this weekend. Very exciting. I have a lot of friends that are Niners fans. I obviously live in California, so it'll be fun to see how this one goes. But Brian, good to see you, my friend. Happy Halloween to you as well, and to everyone, of course. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I try to eat. I wouldn't say eat healthy, but not be disgusting when it comes to
Yes.
food.
Yes.
Except for today. Today's Halloween, so I'm gonna eat a crazy amount of candy and enjoy myself.
As you should, my friend, as you should. I know we don't, usually have like top 5 lists or whatever like that, but what would be your top 5 list of favorite candies if you had to make one on the spot right now? As you're eating your chocolate, I think while you were eating it looked like a Kit Kat, but I digress.
That was not a Kit Kat.
Yeah.
All right, five. Five's Airheads.
Okay.
Four's M&Ms. Three would be Kit Kats.
Okay.
Two would be like gummy sharks that you get at
Oh,
it was the
yes.
gummy shark things, and then one's
Yes.
Milky Way, which is what I
Ooh.
just ate. That was the Milky Way.
The Milky Way. Got it. For me, candy wise, I think one would be the Sour Patch watermelons. Has to be I like the regular Sour Patch Kids, I will say,
Mm-hmm.
but the watermelons is obviously the best one for me.
Yeah.
Two would be Skittles. Three would be Snickers. Four would be mm, Hershey's chocolate, the milk chocolate,
Yep.
and
Best
then
one.
give me Starburst. Not a big candy guy in terms of like eating it a lot.
Mm-hmm. No, me neither. But if it's one of those, I just
It's
rattle
yeah,
off. I'll eat it.
like there's days where I'm
For
like, dude,
Halloween.
exactly.
Halloween, I'll eat any candy I can get my hands on.
Always like
Like
one of those
like
days where I'm
like,
just
like an 8-year-old.
I was like one of those days where I'm just like, you know what? I feel like having candy today. Then I'll just like DoorDash or buy some candy at the grocery store and enjoy myself while watching a movie or something like that. But you know, like
Mm-hmm.
you mentioned, today's one of those days where it's like this is a day to eat as much candy as you want and throw up the next day because it's the weekend. So you don't have to worry about working unless you're me.
Well, I mean, unless you're our age, then you'll probably be throwing up later tonight. But not for candy.
Not for candy. Yeah, I I figured. Well, hey, enjoy yourself, my friend. And then for everyone else out there, enjoy your Halloween. Me and Brian dressed up
Yesterday.
as bananas, and it was unplanned to say the least.
Yeah, it was
Um,
unplanned. I've had that banana costume since I was a senior in college.
yeah, honestly, I wasn't sure what I was gonna wear for
Mm-hmm.
this year, and then I was like, you know what? I'll be a banana because I was thinking about the peanut butter jelly time, that the song that
Yeah.
used to be popular. It's funny to listen to still. And then when I hopped on the corner booth yesterday, I saw Brian also in a banana suit. So in that moment, I was like, okay, if I put my name as peanut butter and put Brian's as jelly time, we could enter the show with the song. So if y'all haven't seen that episode yet, go check it out on the Corner Booth Podcast YouTube channel. Shout out to the boys, Jared, Matt,
Mm-hmm.
and DJ, who was on the show as well. But all right, we know the drill. Let's get going. First segment, first down, Giants Niners previews. 2-6, the Giants are versus 5-30. The Niners,
The the injury bowl.
the injury bowl indeed, because both teams are very, very injury riddled. Um, Niners coming off a 26-15 loss to the Texans. But dude, I was looking at the injury report for both teams, and whew, there are a
It's
lot
like
of
it's a phone book is what it is.
goodness, dude, it's crazy. And no updates in terms of Friday's practice for the
Yeah,
Giants
because
or
it's going on as we speak.
exactly. But at this time, it's not looking good for some players. Chauncey Colson has a neck injury. Debo's still battling that knee. Art Green, who's the backup cornerback, is dealing with a hamstring. So all three, more likely than not, will be out on Sunday. The same
Terrific.
Oh, it gets worse. Well, sort of gets worse. Cordell Flott, who had a concussion on Sunday, he was on the side with trainers um, so far this week, and it
So
looks
what you're
like
saying is our secondary is going to be Deontay Banks and a bunch of fans.
this is probably going to be the most injury riddled secondary I've ever seen the Giants have because it's not looking. It's We are projected to start Deontay Banks and Corey Black, who was picked up from the Jets practice squad last week and was a seventh round pick that got cooked by Jahan Dotson. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not
We're
gonna
gonna
be
be because
pretty.
I'll be in the stadium and they announce like oh tackle made by so and so like they're gonna say it and the entire stadium's gonna be like who was that he's on the team.
Dude, it's not gonna be pretty, man. I'm not looking forward to it. Obviously it already hurts without having a Debo or flop, but when your backup corner Art Green is hurt,
Yeah,
that's when like
when we literally
everything
are
is like
just
depleted.
relying on Deontay Banks. Because
I know.
we all kind of knew that Art Green wouldn't do anything, but there's always that 5% chance that he's just some diamond in the rough that everybody looked over, has got the chip on his shoulder, and just blows everybody away with a great performance. Now we don't even have that. We don't even have that false hope we could attach ourselves to. Now it's just let's hope Deontay Banks doesn't get burned for 40-yard gains constantly.
You know what I'm hoping on be a diamond in the rough? The player that we just picked up earlier in the week, actually. What's it called? Cornerback Jarek Bernard Converse, who we claimed off waivers from the Browns. He
Jared
was,
Bernard Converse.
I know, he's quite
What
a
a
name.
name.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he can be something. He was a 2023 Jets draft pick who played under our current DB coach, Marquand Manuel. However, he's been just
LSU
a special
kid.
teamer. I'm sorry.
LSU kid.
Yes. But he
If you
honest.
missed it, Nate has made his choice. He's an LSU Tiger.
Yes, sir. Go Tigers.
Go
Shout out to Matt
Tigers.
and Chris.
I can say that again now because you don't have the moron running it.
There you go. I'm excited to see who our new coach is going to be.
I'm telling you, it's
Now,
going to be the guy from Tulane.
granted, yeah, and if it is,
He is the guy everybody's talking about right now.
And granted, I don't know too much about the whoever the head coach, if it is the Tulane coach or whoever we're gonna hire, I probably won't know too much about him. But hey, that's what learning's for.
Yeah, John Summerall.
Bet. Well, we'll see.
I'm like, is he related to the other Summerall? The name is very. It's not. It's not him.
No.
38-11 in his coaching career.
Seems like a respectable resume to me.
Yeah, there's a
hire him, Tigers.
Troy from 2022 to 2023. Then got the job with Tulane since 2024. Then everyone's saying his next step is a big job.
Oh, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see. But go Tigers. But yeah, Bernardo Converse has been just a special teamer in his first 3 seasons. So, I mean, look, the Giants are beat up a corner. That's obviously clear, but that has also trickled down to the corners who play special teams, i.e., Art Green. So we'll see how much of a role Bernard Converse has. I'm not sure if he was even elevated to the fifth. No, he was obviously because he was claimed. But yeah, we'll see him out there at special teams, maybe at corner. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, Flott is most likely out. Daniel Bellinger has a neck injury. He was also on the side with trainers, but he should be good to go. Jermaine Eleanor has a pec injury. He did not participate in practice on Thursday or Wednesday, but he should be good to go. They're just trying to manage him as best as possible.
He had a cryptic tweet last night. Did you see that? Illuminar? He tweeted out "Love you all" with a blue heart.
Oh yes, I think I saw that one. I saw a tweet this morning saying that don't worry, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, what the hell does
I
that mean?
know, just scare, it's just
Like,
scaring
whoa,
us,
whoa,
man.
whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, I'm on the fence if I want a Lunar. Oh, we got
Yes,
breaking news.
uh, give it to us, my friend.
I don't. My buddy just sent this to me, so I'm working to confirm it. But it looks like the Miami Dolphins have fired their general manager.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I just got the notification as well.
There it
That is
is.
confirmed. So he is. They are parting ways. Yeah, Mike
Mhm.
McDaniel is.
But he's done. Oh my! They
He's
fired the
done.
GM before Mike McDaniel's.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
there's no way you keep the coach right now. Yeah,
No, he
there's.
gone. He gone.
We should expect the head coach to be fired either today or at the latest by the end of next week. Because there's no way you. Yeah, there's no way you keep McDaniel. So we should expect some sort of headline about McDaniel shortly, because like Brian mentioned, there's no way you keep the GM and or you fire the GM and then keep the head
Yeah,
coach.
because I remember
Doesn't
back
make
when we
sense.
cleaned house mid-season, it was McAdoo was fired at like 11, and then by noon Jerry Reese was fired.
Yeah. So yeah,
So I
Miami's in
bet I
shambles.
bet you before the end of this episode we'll get some confirmation on what Mike McDaniels is, because like Mike McDaniels is not good enough of a head coach to win a power struggle. You know, it's not like it's like Sean Payton and like the Broncos will hypothetically fire their general manager, but they'll keep Sean Payton around because it's Sean Payton. He's a Super Bowl winning coach. He's a great coach.
Yeah.
McDaniels McDaniels doesn't have that resume to be that kind of coach.
Yeah. So expect Brian will keep us updated throughout the episode in regards to that, but the Dolphins definitely in shambles, my friend. It's not it's not pretty over there in Miami,
No, it's not.
especially after what happened last night against the Ravens. So
Yeah.
but yes, the Illuminor was good. It's gonna be good to go. Brian did mention his cryptic tweets, but it's fine. I guess he just wanted to say he loves us all. Great guy. We need him on the team for years to come because or for the foreseeable future because he's been solid for us so far at right tackle. And we'll also give time for Marcus Bow to develop as his backup. But Jalen Hyatt had a wisdom was out on Wednesday with a wisdom tooth.
Those do suck. Those
Yeah,
suck.
he will be back. He did demand a trade though, and he can go for all I care.
Okay.
And,
Oh, you want to demand a trade? Okay.
like, whoa.
But the worst part about him demanding a trade is like we might not have the depth to do it. It's like
I know. So he's
Hyatt, you don't need to demand a trade. We've been trying to trade you for months now. We just can't at this
yeah,
moment in time.
because we sort of need you to
Yeah,
an
we
extent.
we need a guy with a pulse, and you
Ex-
have a pulse.
We have it. Um, yeah, a couple people on social media, what's it called? They posted the clip of him being talked to with the coach, and you know how it's like the coach is like, "Oh, you're a one tool guy or whatever," and Hyde's like, "What do you mean?" And then I think the coach was like, "Oh, you're only just fast, or that you can only run go routes."
Yeah.
And Hyde kind of took offense to that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the coach is at a point because he hasn't.
Hey, you know what you do when someone says that to you? You work hard and you prove that you can't just run go routes. And Hyatt, I mean, I don't want to say Hyatt has been working hard because we're not in the building every single day. We don't know all this stuff. But from what we've seen, he's never branched out. He's never gotten better at any other aspect of his game besides I'm going to burn my corner in a track meet and try to get open downfield. And if it is open downfield, he can't catch a football.
You can't. Well, he caught a few balls a couple weeks ago against Philly, which was nice to see.
Yeah, okay.
But other than
A
that,
broken clock is right twice a day.
yeah,
You know,
he
just
hasn't done
because the
much
grandfather
otherwise.
clock in the corner is reading 3 p.m., it's 3 p.m., doesn't mean at 3:05 the clocks would be working.
Yeah, his confidence is shot, so I don't
Yeah.
blame him for wanting to
I
trade.
might be trying to consider a career in track and field.
Not a bad idea. I can see it. He's fast to some extent, so why not give it a shot? Or he goes to a team and then shines there, just like a lot of other former Giants
But
have done. So
that's a great point, and someone's bringing this up on Twitter yesterday. It's like the Daniel Jones his renaissance is nothing new. And it's something that there is a developmental problem in the Giants organization. And you know, who's the director of player personnel? If you
oh god, you mean McDonald?
McDonald, huh? Yeah. So
Mm.
If all these, director of player personnel. Now, I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I'm sure he's got some role in player development. Huh. Interesting how we have this player development problem and a nepotism hire in one of the highest ranking positions of it. I
Oh.
wonder if the two could go hand in hand.
Yeah, we hate that guy a lot, and we've talked about
The
our
losing
displeasure.
started with him. He was hired in 2013. And go back and see the Giants record since 2013.
Ass. Made the playoffs a couple times, but obviously
Had
that's
it not
it.
been for the Browns winning one game in 2 years, we had the worst record in football.
Yes. And then, of course, McDonald would be like, "Oh, but we made the playoffs a couple times when I
We
was
made
here."
the
I'm like,
playoffs twice. Okay, we got destroyed by Green Bay. Then we had a miracle win against the Vikings because Kirk Cousins forgot it was fourth down, and then and then
True.
and then we got murdered by Philly. I
Yeah.
wouldn't exactly call those rousing successes.
Yeah, that loss to Philly showed that we are definitely not ready for the playoffs quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
But he needs to go, man. But hey, as Mara is the owner, I don't expect him
No,
to
he's not going anywhere. He might get another
sadly.
promotion.
Right. Oh, we're screwed. No, but it is unfortunate to see all these former Giants succeed somewhere else, whether it's Jones or Saquon or McKinney, Shepard, even to an extent, who has remained
Yeah,
healthy
no,
in
Shepard has
Tampa.
established himself. Like when we were done with Shepard, it seemed like his career was over, and he's
Hmm.
brought himself as a very solid wide receiver for in Tampa, and
Oh yeah,
probably added another 2 or 3 years to his NFL career.
oh yeah, dude. The Bucks are definitely glad to have him. I wish we had him. Obviously, he'd be very,
A
very.
great depth to have right now.
Oh yeah. Plus, he'd be reliable for Dart,
Hmm.
who is
Yeah,
throwing to pretty
it
much
stinks
practice
because his
squad
skill set
guys.
is so similar to
One
Wandale's,
down.
but like we could figure it out.
Yeah, true. They're mainly both slot
They're
receivers,
both
which
slot receivers. Yeah.
yeah. But it's okay. We wish all the former Giants on the bus except Saquon, of course. We
Yeah,
know
no,
who.
Saquon, his fake nice guy attitude is just insufferable. I
Exactly.
wish, yeah, no, I'm done with him.
Yeah, me
He's
too.
the one giant I will never, the one for, the saying like once a giant, always a giant.
Nope, not
That doesn't
him.
apply to Saquon Barkley.
No, sir. Could have won anywhere else.
Yeah, like
Uh,
Russell Wilson, I'll consider once a giant, always a giant. I will never consider
which is
Saquon
crazy to
Barkley.
say because he only
He
played
only
three
played
games.
3 games.
Um,
Brandon Marshall, once a giant, always a giant.
there you go. Yeah, I would consider him too.
Brandon Marshall, once a giant, always a giant.
Hell,
Saquon Barkley, no way.
no way, no sir. Um, but yes, in terms of yeah, I mean like Jackson Dart still succeeding even while throwing a practice squad guys. So hey, like we talked about on many occasions so
Oh, is
far,
Brandon
get
Marshall still at
this
football
man.
state? Can he come out? Can he come out of retirement?
I think he's on CBS now.
Is he?
Um, I believe
Man,
so.
remember Brandon Marshall was like the first like star player that wanted to come to the Giants. Remember that? He
I
wanted to be a
remember.
Giant.
There's so much hype too. I think it was like, oh, the Giants have Eli, they have
Oh, the
Odell
offense is
and
supposed to
then
be
Marshall,
insane.
and it was at best average. And he didn't do
Wasn't Victor
jack.
Cruz on that team too?
I believe he was as well.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Beckham, Cruz, Marshall. I think that was right before Saquon. So Paul Perkins was still Rashad Jennings and Paul Perkins was still
I
at
love
running
Paul
back.
Perkins.
I
He's
love
actually
Paul Perkins. I love Paul Perkins too, but my lasting memory of him is in like the game against Green Bay where he just runs straight into a pile and falls backwards. It's like, okay, this guy is just it's just not it.
all right, buddy.
All right, this
But
guy can't be a running back one in this league. Got it.
yes, you are right. So the Brandon Marshall, he only played 1 year with the Giants, of course. That was the year before Saquon Barkley. That's when we had
So that was that 3-13 season.
yes, that was when we had Orleans Darkwa.
Orleans Darkwa, what a
What a
name!
name!
Oh
So
my God, I
we were sort of
forgot
on the right
about
track.
him.
We were
He
sort
was
of on the right
sneaky
track.
decent.
He was. We were sort of on the right track because he is number 26. Uh,
Yeah.
but no, Orleans Darkwa was there. Shepard was there. Gallman was there, of course. We had Shane Vereen. Roger Lewis. Those guys were on the team.
That's actually like a very decent offense.
Oh yeah. Eli Manning
Where's
had a
Wayne
rushing
Gallman now?
touchdown.
He's in UFL, right?
Yes, last time we saw him, he was in the UFL. Last play in the NFL in 2021. So
He could have been so good if we just given him like not a Saquon
we really
Barkley.
should give him an opportunity, man.
If
I
we
don't
if
know
we
why.
gave him a complimentary back, he would have been great.
Oh yeah, he'd have been solid. But wish him nothing but the best as well. Once a Giant, always
Like
a Giant. That's the thing.
Gallman Scadboo combination would be incredible right now.
That, yeah, and Gallman would. I mean, Gallman
Gallman
is
would be the
basically
elusive back, and then we could
yes.
do Scadboo as the insane person.
There you go. Oh, Escadaboo, as much as we discussed on Tuesday, but out of the hospital, discharged, all the things.
Thank God.
Um, in the
Shout out
facility,
Big
will
Tom for dropping off cheesesteaks and pizza.
you know what? I have much respect to the
I know.
to
I mean, I hate the Eagles. Do not get me wrong. I can't stand them. Big Dom is the funniest thing ever. I love Big Dom.
yeah. Shout out to him, man. I mean, that's someone who cares, man, and someone that's classy, and I appreciate him for just caring, man. For even if he does play for a rival team in the Giants, of course.
He's the one Eagle
He
we
still
could all
cares.
like. He's the one Eagle we would invite over to the house. Like, oh, come on
Yeah,
over, Big Dom.
one guy that we can tolerate, and he's a heck of an intimidating guy.
Oh
So
yeah, it's
shit,
Big Dom. Of course,
man,
it's
Big Dom,
intimidating.
exactly.
You'll
So,
get the name Big your name if you're not intimidating. You know,
hey,
not calling
yeah,
the 5'4" guy. Big Tony.
true, true. So the Eagles definitely looking to have him. Uh, but yeah, Scadaboo wheeling around the facility, and yeah, it's gonna be a long recovery process, but as long as everything goes well, he'll be back for week 1 along with
Yeah,
Malik
Seb is
Neighbors,
gonna
who
be trying to
also
get off the cart and just
I
like
know he's gonna
like
definitely try to rush
he's
it.
gonna like he's gonna try to sneak into a play.
Sorry, guys, I'm just gonna like probably try to rush the uh recovery process or whatever. But
Dable's gonna be
him
like, why is there a wheelchair in the huddle right now?
freaking Scadaboo,
God damn, Scattaboo!
sit
Sidelines!
down. Oh, but yeah, he got successful surgery. Malik Neighbors also had a successful ACL surgery as well earlier in the week. So
Which is like the
um,
biggest nothing story. Like, I was like, oh my God, he got the Dallas Cowboy doctor working on him. I'm like, okay,
okay, just
cool.
as long as it helps,
Yeah,
it
exactly.
doesn't matter.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who does it as long as they just do the operation and it's
Everyone
successful.
got Tommy John surgery for the Dodgers doctor when it first came out. Didn't mean they all wanted to be Dodgers.
Exactly. It's just weird. People are just trying to make something out of nothing. But
They want Malik Neighbors off the Giants so badly.
I think
They make
everyone does.
every chance they get. It's like, oh, he's gonna go to Washington. Oh, he's going. It's like, guys, let's. Like, I remember my friend was telling me like he was like big Commanders fan. It's like Malik Neighbors is gonna be Washington in 4 years. I'm like, a lot can happen in 4 years, dude. There's no guarantee he's going to Washington. He's like, nah, no, no, no. You guys won't have a quarterback and all this stuff. I'm like, dude, it's 4 years from now. I think we will figure it out in 4 years.
And you have a quarterback now.
Yeah, exactly. And
So
Washington isn't exactly looking too hot right now. It's not looking like
exactly.
the go-to destination.
Yeah, it's Jay Daniels struggling low key over there
Mm-hmm.
in Washington. Well, the team as a whole is, but I digress.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, look, SF also have back to the injury report real quick. The Niners also have quite a few key injuries of their own. Star Fred Warner joined Nick Bosa on injury reserve after week 6, so of course those two are still going to be out for this one. Brock Purdy is still limited. It's more than likely we'll see Mac Jones again, but there is a possibility that we'll see Purdy back in the starting lineup for the Niners. So we'll see what
But it's
happens there.
mutually agreed to part ways between Greer and the Miami Dolphins. So what's not a firing, it was mutually agreeing to part ways.
So they're probably going to elevate the assistant GM then.
Yes, exactly. So that could be the world where we don't see McDaniels fired.
Never mind.
Yeah.
No, I still think he's going to be fired.
I think he'll be fired too, but like we're sitting here like, oh my God, he was fired. Well, they agreed to part ways. That could give like, oh, we didn't fire him. We agreed to part ways. That's why we're sticking with McDaniels for right now.
Mike McDaniel should get let go or also mutually part ways and then just join a team or join back with SF as a consultant and then maybe get a job next year. I don't freaking know.
Yeah.
That makes sense, but I digress. Let's see. Ricky Pearsall is still out for the Niners. Um, he's been injury riddled pretty much, whether it's the gunshot stuff from last year
Hmm.
to just the multiple injuries he's been going through this year. He's been a very injury riddled these first 2 years of his career, I should say. But he will also be out on Sunday. D. Winters, Yatir Gross Matos, Sam Okimanu, whoa, what the heck? Sam O, I'm going to keep that for short. And Alfred Collins were all back at practice in limited fashion on Thursday. For SF, Gross Matos could be back for this one, but Bryce Huff who is their other pass rusher, will likely need one more week to rest and recover as he's dealing with a hamstring injury. Other guys on the injury report for SF include the following: Ben Barch, Jake Brendel who's their center, Spencer Buford, Kyler Davis, Jordan Elliott, Jawan Jennings, Mac Jones, George Kittle, CMC, not injury related, Upton Stout, Trent Williams, not injury related as well, and I mentioned D Winters already.
Yeah.
So, but other than Brendel, Huff, and Pearsall, everyone practice in limited fashion. So we'll see what their status is probably tomorrow and of course by Sunday.
Yeah.
That
I
name,
was.
that
I
name,
think later today we'll have a pretty good idea of who's going.
yeah. So kind of sucks that's how that's kind of sucks that we record earlier in the on Fridays, but I
Yeah.
digress.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll get to the defense in a second, my friend. But what are the keys, in your opinion, for the Giants on offense?
The big thing is, can Tyrell Tracy fill the role left by Cam Scatterboo? Because
Yes.
coming in this year, we all were on board with kind of a Sonic and Knuckles situation between Tracy and Scatterboo. We thought Tracy would be the more elusive back, the lead back, and then once the Giants got to like those short yard situations, goal line situations, that we would see Scatterboo. And then injuries happen. Scatterboo breaks out to be, an unbelievable franchise running back and all that stuff. And we kind of forgotten how good Tracy was his rookie year. Like, he ran for over 800 yards and 6 touchdowns. Like, that's a very decent rookie season, especially considering he's only been a running back for 2 years. So I'm interested to see, can Tracy take that next step forward? Can he kind of gain that explosive that we haven't really seen this year, and kind of remind everybody that, hey, Scotty was a great running back, but I'm pretty good myself.
Yes. I mean, if he was the full time starter last year, he was on pace to run for over 1,000 yards and have this heck of a rookie year. And
Yeah.
of course, like you mentioned, entering this year, we were supposed to see Tracy take over as the RB1, and Scatterwood would just mainly be like a third and short goal line back type of
A
back.
special, like it'd be RB2, but more of like a specialist type back.
Exactly. And obviously that changed a lot, especially after week one. Tracy
Mm-hmm.
had a, a very mediocre performance, and the Giants said, all right, no, thank you.
Scotty, let's
Scatty, you're
go.
up. So, but hey, this is Tracy's time to shine right now while Scatty was out for the year. We'll see Devin Singletary slide in as back as the RB2 like we did last year. And then Eric Gray still on IR. The Giants haven't made any elevations to the running back position.
They have
Uh,
to. They can't. They can't. If the Giants are going in with 2 running backs on Sunday, somebody's got to get fired.
you can't. I don't think you should. Or if you
That's
can,
dangerous. You're playing with fire. God forbid what happens if one of them goes down.
yeah. So I wouldn't be smart, New York. Elevate Turbo Miller. I think
You don't have to play them. Just have them
just have
dressed and
him in
ready to
there
go.
just in case. And if you do play him, great. That just shows how smart you are because he can produce in the
Mm-hmm.
receiving game. But we'll see what New York
And he
decides to
worked
do.
with Dart, right? Wasn't he with Dart on offense?
Yes, he was. There was quite a lot of screen passes that we saw in the preseason from Dart to Miller, and that was evident actually with the first game against Buffalo in the
Yeah.
preseason. So why not put him out there?
And
Speaking,
that's a way to bridge the gap between Scatterboo. It's like, all
yes,
right, well, we get Tracy running it, and then Miller can get those 14-yard gains.
yes, and make life easier for Dart, man. Give him someone else to throw to that's dependable. Speaking of our boy, rookie of the week, rookie of the month, I should
Month.
say.
Rookie of the
Congratulations.
month. I mean,
Yes.
he's currently the betting favorite for Rookie of the Year right now.
Hey,
Like
I
plus
wouldn't be
105.
surprised.
Like it's pretty good.
We'll be seated at the NFL honors. I tell you that much. But
Yes.
I'm very excited for the young man. Had a great month. Had 873 yards
Breaking news.
passing.
Breaking news.
We got
According
another.
to Adam Schefter,
Uh oh.
Mike McDaniels will remain as Miami's head coach for the remainder of the season.
Oh, that poor soul.
Oh.
Oh, well, I sound like an idiot. I guess he ain't going anywhere.
Oh my God.
Lord. I feel bad for him, man. He looks so sad and frustrated out there in Miami, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I don't think he's staying on his own accord.
No, they just don't want to hire an interim head coach.
They're just like,
Basically, he's a
hey,
dead man walking. Is what Mike McDaniel's is. He's
you
a
know how
lame duck.
how you mentioned how Greer, the GM, Chris Greer, and the Dolphins mutually parted ways. I feel like Miami was like, hey, listen, we're gonna fire you, but like if you could last for this season and then we'll let you go,
Yeah.
then we're good.
Can you fill
And
out? Can you work the rest of the season for us so we can start in the off season? And he's like, no, God, no. What? No.
it's like we promise we'll let you go, but we just need you to survive this year. Um,
It's like, why don't
unless
you get fired
unless
now and get a new job?
unless it's like the rare or it's like a weird thing where it's like we believe in you, we just need to get past this year and then we'll fix this. I don't freaking. Well, no, you can't because there's no. You can bring in a new GM, and the new GM will like. Yeah, I'm just talking crazy at this point. Unless the new GM was like, "Oh, we believe in you, Mike McDaniel," but I doubt that.
Why would they believe it? What has he
I don't.
done?
I don't know. Well, I mean, he had a nice first couple of years, and everything just went kaput after, especially this year. So,
Mm-hmm.
who cares? But yeah, Dart 873 yards passing this past month. Um, what else did he have? I lost it. Here we go. 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, had a 90.0 passer rating, also had 141 yards on the ground, and 3 touchdowns, of course, running the football. So shout out to our young franchise quarterback, who will be our guy for years to come, and the most likely NFC offensive rookie of the year. So very excited for that. But yeah, I think it's crazy. You mentioned the run game. I think the Tracy will be fine as the RB1. But I really do think the Giants, I think this is the most confident I've been for New York in terms of having success on the offensive side of the ball this year. Um, Here's one fact that supports my confidence here. Jackson Dart has completed 67.8% of his passes for 4 touchdowns and 0 interceptions and 101.4 passer rating when not pressured. Now, my friend, why does that matter? Well, I tell you, the Niners have pressured opposing quarterbacks on only 25.9% of dropbacks. This is the lowest, and I mean the lowest rate in the league. It gets worse for SF. They are 22nd in yards allowed. They allow a third down conversion rate on 38.95% of attempts, which ranks 19th in the NFL. They also allow 107 rushing yards per game, which is average, but they also allow 229 passing yards per game as well, which is 10th worst in the league. Now, they did ask some pass rushing help with Keon White because they traded for him earlier in the week with the Patriots. He had 5 sacks and 45 pressures last year for the Patriots, but has had a limited role in Vrabel's defense this past so far this year. So that's why he was pretty much expendable. And he'll be paired up with Michael Williams, who also has 16 pressures and a sack through 8 games for SF. But honestly, this is the first game for Keon White, first game in a new system. I don't expect them to be too impactful. Honestly, as a whole, the Giants' offensive line should have
Yeah, they'll have no issues on
they should
Sunday. And
barring
this is where I thought you were going. Like, I thought you were going to say this was the most confidence you had in the Giants' offensive line in years. Because it's the most confidence I've had in O-line
yeah.
since 2011, 2012. Like,
I mean, as a whole, like the unit has been playing pretty well as a whole, and they're not like elite, but like they're above average, and that's all we asked. Or we
yeah,
asked
it's
for.
not a turnstile, which it's been for the past decade. Dart's got more than 2 seconds to throw. The play can actually develop, and stuff can happen.
Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, it didn't look like that against Philadelphia last week, but in the other games, they've been absolutely solid. They shut down, the Broncos' formidable pass rush a couple weeks ago. Obviously, we know how that game went at the end when everything was said and done. But if they could handle Denver's defensive line, I think the Giants should be able.
Philly played us 2 weeks apart. They had so much film on us that they go like, "Oh yeah, we're good. We got this." That's why. I bet you if we played Philly in December, it would be a different game. We'd probably still lose, but it'd be a different game.
Yeah, possibly. But thank God, we're done playing them.
Yeah.
Split the series. We'll take it.
hmm Never got to see
um,
Tush Push again too, so which is
I know.
nice.
Thank God. It's gonna get banned by the way in the offseason
It's
already,
got.
but
It's
it's
going to.
going
It's
to.
over.
Um, but yeah, I expect New York to put points on the board, man. Even
Yeah.
though the Giants, the receiving corps is very bad with Wandale and Slayton out there, which is fine. But then there's pretty much practice squad guys behind them, with Humphrey and Collins and all those guys. But I expect New York to put points on the board. Niners are beat up, as we talked about earlier. They haven't played well at all defensively, as we just talked about. And so it's whether it's the rushing attack with Tracy and Singletary or in the passing game with Jackson Dart. I think the Giants should be able to put up at least 20 points on
Oh
Sunday.
yeah.
It's
hmm
just a matter of the defense, my friend, who I'm very worried about.
hmm
Um, because whether it's we have quite a few injuries on our side, right, with the secondary. We just allowed 250 plus rushing yards to the Philadelphia Eagles last week.
Yeah.
So the
Almost.
Niners,
Yeah. Barkley had 150. Bixby had 104.
jeez.
So that's 254 right there.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm very worried as a whole. I think Christian McCaffrey should be able to surpass 100 plus rushing yards on us on Sunday,
Easily.
because
Well,
he's
this is where Shane Bowen, if he was a smart defensive coordinator, would
mm,
see all the injury in his secondary, realize that his man coverage stuff doesn't work, and run very blitz heavy packages, which have worked for the Giants this season. If you go and look at the offense, if you look at the numbers, when the Giants are blitzing, their defense is far better than when they're in zone or man coverage.
yeah,
But Bowen's an idiot, and we'll be running that stupid coverage. It's
yeah.
like, no, his defense is built around the pass rush. Hit the quarterback.
Keep Abdul, Tibbs, Burns, and Lawrence on the field as much as you can. Sure, I'm sure they
They should be
obviously
playing
need
on the
some
field
rest.
65% of the snaps together.
Yes, because that's the only way they can make an impact is if they're on the field together. And offensive linemen, they can't control all four of them. One of them is going to be get free.
Mm-hmm.
If there's one prop bet I was going to give advice out there for is to bet on Brian Burns to get on the sack because he's been on an absolute
No,
tear this year.
get 2 sacks. I feel like Brian Burns gets like 2 sacks a game.
And shoot, against that Niners offensive line that kind of is banged up, I see it. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, the Niners average the second most passing yards per game with 259.3. Their top wideout though is Kendrick Bourne. So they have Jawan Jennings is back, or he will play. But he's been dealing with quite a rash of injuries of his own this year. I think but cracked ribs, I think, a messed up. He has a bunch of injuries, but he's still
Yeah.
healthy. He's still playing, so which is crazy. But the top wideout is Kendrick Bourne, which is saying a lot about that Niners offense. Christian McCaffrey is
But
there.
here's the caveat with Kendrick Bourne. If it's Brock Purdy starting, Bourne's a non-factor. If it's Mac Jones, Bourne's a problem.
Yes, and that is because Jones and Bourne have chemistry going back to their days in New England. So
Yeah, like I'm pulling it. I'm trying to pull it. Yeah, so 2021, 2022, and those seasons Bourne had over 1,000 yards, and those are both Mac Jones starting seasons.
mm, yeesh. Well, I mean, unless Purdy relies on Bourne, but we'll
Yeah,
see.
but I think he will, and I'm not saying it's being non-factor. I'm just saying that like if Jones is in there, Bourne is going to be getting like 8 to 10 targets, whereas if it's Purdy, it's going to be looking more like 4 or 5.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But Niners, receiving core doesn't look as intimidating, but so does also our secondary does not look intimidating as well. As we mentioned earlier, we'll likely see Deontay Banks and Corey Black line up as CB1 and CB2. What you Phillips and in the nickel.
Mm-hmm.
No, I not sure if we're. Yeah, I'm not sure what our plan is with guarding CMC because he is a very formidable receiving option. Thinking maybe move.
I swear to God, if I see a dual Carter in coverage, I'm gonna have a problem.
I'm trying to think. Like maybe just move Drew Phillips.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's fine. I mean, he's
Yeah,
fast
because you
enough. He
can't
can
have a dual
tackle.
Carter. A dual Carter who's in several coverage plays. What are we using a dual Carter for coverage?
I mean, he's not. I know. In his pre-draft process, he was like, "I'm willing to do whatever." But like, I think
Yeah,
Shane Bowen took that
that's
too
what
literally.
everybody says. Everybody says, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And most people realize, like, yeah, this is a guy that's just hungry to be in the NFL. We're going to use his skill set.
Yeah, I think Shane Bowen took it too literally when
Yeah, Shane
Carter was
Bowen
like,
just is just a dum dum.
yeah, he really is. Um, but hey, it's okay. But he'll get fired by the end of the year. And we'll have a new DC by next year, and we'll all be happy and saying kumbaya.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's not the Niners receivers, if they're gonna feast, they're going to do so against these Giants corners. Deontay Banks so far this year has allowed 11 catches and 2 touchdowns on 13 targets this year. According to Pro Football Focus, and Corey Black, like we mentioned earlier, got mossed by Jahan Dotson out of all people last Sunday. And Drew Phillips has been trash in coverage. Plus, Javon Holland is also limited or has been limited. And if he is out on Sunday, Dane Belton will take his spot. Now, I have confidence in Dane Belton, but still, everyone else on that Giants secondary is, I have nothing. Tyler Newman has been absolute trash, by the way. I
Yeah,
don't know
he's
whether
regressed.
I don't know whether to believe in him still or not. Maybe he just needs a new
I
DC.
do because it's a second year and second year slumps happen. I'm sorry. Yeah, right?
Not as well. It's not even that. I don't think you can define him as a second year slump. It's more like
Yeah.
you haven't shown that you are going to be something in this league at all. Um, and I will say this again until my face is blue. He was known for being a turnover machine or takeaway machine and a great run defensive guy. He has not shown that or either of the two during his time in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So look, I'm sure he's a great guy, great teammate, but he has been absolute trash when he's on
Yeah.
the field. So hey, like we are definitely going to be exploring the cornerback position in free agency this offseason. That's low
Oh
key
yeah,
far
we
ahead.
had to like secondary is I think the most pressing need for the Giants this
Yeah.
offseason.
It
And
just
just depth wise, you need depth.
this is where I look back and I'm like, you know what? Maybe we should have kept Xavier McKinney.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know, but when
Well, we made
we
the argument when we lost him, he was the bigger loss than Saquon
that's
because
like, yeah, that's true.
we've made it very clear how easy it is to replace a running back.
Yes, but McKinney, who was a star for us on defense, is still a star with Green Bay. I think he's the second
A
best.
star, he's even a bigger star. He was not doing what he was doing in Green Bay when it was from New York.
Yeah,
He unlocked he was good in New York, but he unlocked another level
with
when he
Green
went to
Bay.
Green Bay, and this
Yes.
comes back to Tim McDonald being a terrible player development person.
Not to go too off topic, I know this is cliche, but I low key wish I was a fly on the wall when Dable, during Dable and Martindale's last conversation together. I really wonder what was said.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
I miss Martindale. I do. He was so good.
He knew how to call a defense.
He knew what he was talking about, and he's doing a pretty
Yeah.
good job at Michigan right now. So,
Yeah.
but I digress. We're stuck with the terrorist himself, but that's fine. Let's see. Yeah, I don't got. I think anything much. I fully expect the Giants to still run 12 personnel out there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, they have to. They got nothing else.
yeah, it's just that Bellinger's out. We're gonna see a lot more Chris Manhertz and Thomas Fedoni,
Mm.
which will be cool to see. But yeah, that's all I have on my end. Anything else, my friend, before we wrap the Giants Niner segment up?
No, just Graham Gano is still a kicker, and it's a problem.
Ah, yes, I know. They haven't elevated my cousin quite yet, which sucks.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's coming. The injury's coming. I know it's coming.
yeah, it happened sooner than later. Cordell Flott is not expected to. Yeah,
He's got a
according to
concussion. He's
Dable.
done.
Yep, will be extremely short-handed. Let's see. Otherwise, yeah. Like I said, don't make predictions. It's gonna be high scoring in a bad way because both defenses are gonna be trash.
Yeah.
But I hope we pull it off.
I think it's whoever's going to have the ball last is going to win one of those games. I want to say, like, I want to be positive 24-21 Giants.
Okay, sound good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Otherwise, you think Waddle's gonna get traded now for Miami now that Greer's gone?
No. I think
No.
Miami's such a mess right now. No big changes to the roster will we make until the offseason. Because they're not gonna trust an interim GM to trade a big piece like Waddle. That's a big trade you can make.
Yeah. I'm looking at a tweet. I guess Andre Patterson, our D line coach, had a response to Carl Banks' comments on Dexter Lawrence that were made the other day. Um, yeah, it's a mess. Well,
Yeah.
the whole team's a damn mess. So what's new? All right.
Mhm.
Anyways, let's move on. Cool. Week 9, best bets. We know the drill. Um, let's see. Today is Friday. Yeah, I do much after work, so I'll probably get the stat. I need to go back to all our previous episodes
Mhm.
and see how many times we were right
Yeah.
when it comes to our best bets and how much times we were wrong. So
Mhm.
expect something this weekend, possibly. Who knows?
Okay.
Alrighty. But we know the drill when it comes to best bets. One favorite, one upset, one over under, one survivor pick. So you're up first, my friend. What you got for me?
Give me the Rams minus 14.5 over the Saints.
Shit. Damn. All right.
Yeah. Tyler Shuck starting. I don't trust the rookie. I think Stafford's got a big day in him.
Over under one pick six.
Um, under. I think he's gonna have one pick six,
Oh,
like
sorry.
one.
Over 0.5 pick
You're
six.
under. A
So you
pick
think
six
he
is a pick six is hard.
Yeah, with this Rams defense, I think they'll get it done. Yeah, give
Mm-hmm.
me the over. But that's just for fun. For me, give me this is easy. Chargers minus 9.5 over the Titans. Not much needs to be said there.
Yeah.
Titans are
No.
trash. Mike McCoy is a terrible head coach, and Cam Ward is just wants a coach that will actually be good. That poor guy's suffering over there
Oh
with
yeah.
Tennessee.
He's suffering. All right.
That poor soul. All right, upsets. What you got?
Give me Giants plus 2.5.
Oh God, why?
I just said I thought they were gonna win 24-21. I might as well make it my upset pick.
Fair enough. Give me Denver plus 1.5 over
I
Houston.
thought about that one too. That's a
Yeah,
good one.
that one seems good. Look, Houston, great win last week against SF, but Denver has been. I know they don't have Patrick Surtain, but they're still a good defense
That
nonetheless.
pass rush is gonna destroy
Yeah,
him.
they still have a pass rush, man. They're still a good defense, so
Yeah.
I expect Denver to pull off the upset in Houston. Over under. What you got?
Bills Chiefs over 52.5. Like, I mean, that just seems like an easy pick right there.
Sunday
It's not. It's
night.
425.
It's a Sunday afternoon.
Mhm.
So they couldn't. Oh God. Okay, so let me get this straight.
Sunday night is Seattle and Commanders.
Yeah, so NBC, you fudged up, man.
Mm-hmm.
You who? Oh, that's crazy.
Well, it's the
Why?
same. It's the same
Makes no
thing.
sense.
Why didn't we get a Super Bowl rematch on Sunday Night Football? Instead, we got Falcons and Vikings. We got Michael Penix versus JJ McCarthy instead of Eagles Chiefs.
Yeah, I didn't watch that game. I'll tell you that much.
I
Uh,
wa- I
I
wa-
t-
I had it on the phone during Xbox.
yeah, I turned that off. I think I watched like the third quarter and I saw the score and I saw how bad the offenses were. I'm like, okay. I was working
Oh,
that day too.
all right. We're done with this.
Yeah. But they definitely should have switched Chiefs Bills with Seahawks Commanders. But I digress. NBC has done a hell of a job, anyways, with their NBA broadcast. So shout
Yeah,
out
they
to
did
them.
a good job.
Yeah,
It sucks that gambling thing came out because the NBA was on such a heater with
I know they were.
getting wins. Like, oh, NBC looked great. We got the trophy back at midcourt with the script writing. Awesome. NBA's on the rise again. Oh, we got a really bad gambling situation.
Like, oh, but yeah. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, over under for me. Do you want to go for it? You know what? Give me the over on Giants Niners 48.5. I
I
think
like it. I like
both
it.
teams will score points because defenses are trash. And then one survivor pick.
Give me the Lions over the Vikings.
I will go Chargers over Titans.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I picked the Chargers. See, that's what I need to keep track because one of us, I may have taken the same team twice. So I need to look into that for sure. But yep, yeah. There's no way if the Chargers lose to the Titans. Oh my God, just no way. Um, oh yeah, and then Abdul Carter, according to Kalishi, he remains the favorite to win Defensive Rookie of the Year over Jahad Campbell, Nick Emanuori, and James Pierce Jr. So the Giants, we could see both of our star rookies take home both the offensive and defensive rookie of the year,
Yeah,
respectively, after everything is said and done to after this year. So, all right, before we head out of here, Ravens Dolphins last night was it was good to see Lamar Jackson back. It really
it
was.
was very
I'm
good to Lamar Jackson back.
yeah,
Oh, you know Lamar Jackson has more passing touchdowns than Josh Allen?
really. I did not know that
Yeah.
actually. What
And
the hell?
yeah, so like that's where people are like Josh Allen should win MVP. I don't know, dude. I don't know at this point.
Hey, in the
Like the
future for the
Bills, the Bills have not looked great, and Allen's played good, but like if Lamar's got more passing touchdowns, Lamar missed 3 weeks of the season. What are we
hey,
doing?
hey, he came out and he was not rusty at all, man. 18 to
No.
23, 204, four touchdowns. You know, Jackson's 13 games with four or more touchdown passes, three of them have come against Miami, which is
Mm.
this is the most he's had against
So
any.
so basically Lamar Jackson is the Dolphins' daddy. Is what we're learning
Yes,
right now.
that's pretty much it. So in the future, if you guys see Ravens and Dolphins on the schedule, just know to bet on
Hammer the
the
Ravens and
over.
hammer every Lamar Jackson prop bet you can.
You're damn right. Ravens
Responsibly.
responsibly, yes. If you have a problem, call the hotline. But the Ravens 3-5. Now after the win, second straight win, second win in 5 days. And their schedule does get easier for them. So honestly, they're back in the race for the AFC North. They
They
have,
are, which is crazy to think about.
I
I think this
know.
is more about the AFC North than how good the Ravens are. Like, the
Shoot,
Ravens are a good team. Do not get me wrong. When healthy, they are a top team in the AFC. But with how bad they started this season, they should be buried right now.
exactly. But the Steelers are slowly coming apart after a pretty good start to the year with Rodgers. Browns are the Browns. Bengals obviously no Joe Burrow. Joe Flacco is been okay, but he's dealing with an injury now. And even when he was healthy, I don't think a lot of people had, I guess, high hopes that they were gonna go on a run. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, the Ravens off schedule is going to get easier. The next four games are at the Vikings, at the Browns, easy dub, and at home against the Jets, dub, and the Bengals, dub. And those four teams are combined at this point in time 9-22.
Well, I don't know.
Ravens are
Joe Flacco went up against Baltimore again. Has Joe Flacco played Baltimore in his career yet?
not that I know of.
Could be revenge game. Could be revenge
Eh,
game. Just saying.
no,
Just saying. Joe Flacco revenge.
true,
Kind of moved on for him. He still had some stuff left. He still had some gas left in the tank. The
true.
Ravens were ultimately right for moving on from him, but I don't think Flacco sees it that way.
Oh, whoa, what the fuck? My voice. Oh, what the heck? I was trying to laugh, but also
Mm-hmm.
yeah, my voice. Holy crap, that was embarrassing. But the Ravens 3-5. I will say, if there's one thing I want to bring up from last night's game, we didn't see Lamar run too much last night. Only had 5 rushing attempts.
I think
But it
that's
was
just him. Like they're
yeah,
easing him back into football. You know?
yeah. He was staying in the pocket. He was chucking it.
Yeah.
Like there was no yeah. He was chilling. But the Ravens also held the Dolphins to
That's
six
where the joke
points.
has to move. The joke is not about Lamar Jackson. It's Justin Fields. Lamar Jackson's a good passer. Justin Fields
I
is not.
know, but no one wants to freaking listen. They want to
No
call
one wants
whatever.
to, make understand the clip.
Exactly. We still love you guys though. Appreciate y'all support, but damn it, please listen to us. Uh, the Ravens held the Dolphins to 6 points. This is the third straight game the Ravens have held a team to 17 points or fewer, tied up for the longest streak by a team this year. Great turnaround for this defense who struggled the first 5 weeks of the year. Then again, the team is getting healthier, which is good to see. Kyle Hamilton is a freaking menace. There was a couple plays I saw yesterday. He was getting pressure like that against Miami's O line. And I was just like, holy crap, he is a very good safety, top 5 safety in the league for sure. Uh, Mark Andrews, good to see with back as well, not back,
Yes.
but rather back from a playing perspective. had a couple
Was
touchdowns.
like vintage Mark Andrews, the Mark
I
Andrews we
know.
saw for years.
Exactly. Maybe this is a start because when he and Lamar are on the field, they have a great connection.
They do, yeah. I mean, think about it, for years, Andrews was Lamar's go-to guy.
Yeah. Now it should still be the case, but Zay Flowers has kind of taken over as a receiver now.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, and
dependable
Mark
wideout.
Andrews got old. He's lost a step. Like, it's a perfect storm of what's happening. But
Yeah.
when you just see the vintage stuff like that, it's good.
Yeah. So shout out to the Baltimore man, Mark Andrews. Hopefully, this is the start of him kind of showing out a little bit because last year he had a slow start to the year, then kind of really showed out the
Yeah, that
after
second half.
midseason. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe this is the start. But yeah, Ravens have the Vikings next. As for the Dolphins, ESPN made a pretty funny point in their article reviewing this game, saying, "quote Even if this is the first Dolphins game you watched all season, don't worry, you've essentially seen them all. The Dolphins outgained Baltimore."
ESPN's taking some heat this morning for the YouTube TV debacle. That's funny though.
Who do we blame, by the way, ESPN or YouTube?
I think both. I think
Yeah.
this is one of the situations where everybody's in the wrong.
Equal blame. Yeah.
Yeah. Like all these stuff are like all these stupid like contract negotiations. It's all because I went through this. We used to have, and I'll straight up say this company's name because they suck. Frontier Communications we had for years here, and they stopped broadcasting SNY one time because they thought SNY was too expensive. And if you don't know, SNY is channel the Mets are on. So
Yes.
I lodged a complaint being like, why are you taking off SNY? Like, oh, it's too expensive. But don't worry, you could still watch 40 Mets games a year. I'm like, all right, guess what? I'm canceling my subscription to you right now. And we canceled literally that day. I'm like, that is insulting, right? Hey, that's an insulting.
You can still watch 40 games.
That's how you know you're not a sports fan running it. If you say that to somebody, that's like a slap in the face. To this day, I'm like, my goal in life is to bring the Frontier Communication Company to the ground. I want them bankrupt.
You can still watch 40 games.
You want to still watch 40 Met games? There's 162 Met games.
Oh, it's 1/4 of the season, bro. What the hell?
It's literally I can watch a quarter, 24% of the Mets games is what they have. 24%. When you say it like that, doesn't sound too good as morons, doesn't it?
They're dumb as hell.
I hope that they're definitely. I hope you know, you can say whatever you want about streaming. I hope streaming sent them to their knees.
Good, as it should.
I don't know. I think last time I checked, their stock was trading at 30 cents. So like, you know.
Yeah. Back to the Dolphins.
Good. They got sold to Verizon. Good.
As they should. Verizon probably shaped
Hell
them up
yeah,
and
Verizon.
everything. But
sorry, a little rage here.
I've never seen someone get mad over a cable company, but it's valid.
They insulted me. They try to keep the Mets from me. It's you know, there are a few things in this world that will get me riled up. That's one.
That is one of them. I feel you, but yeah, Miami, they outgained Baltimore in the first half. They won the time. They were winning the time of possession battle. They averaged 6 yards per play, and they helped the Lamar offense to 109 yards at halftime. They were still losing 14-6. That's how it went for the Dolphins. It was a mess. I will say the refs continue to be trash. Now, I may be a little biased because we obviously how the refs were in the Giants-Eagles game. But they called a tripping call on Ollie Gordon the second
Yes,
last
he
night.
didn't do anything.
He just fell.
He just slipped.
Yeah, he just fell. And then they say he tripped the defender. Like, bro, you want him to just swing his legs like out, or swing his legs out of the way? Like he can't control that.
He wants to do like some Mr. Fantastic stuff on the field.
Dude, it is a mess. Yeah, I think Mike McDaniel and like the running backs coach was like yelling at Gordon on the sidelines. Like I was like, bro, he didn't do anything. Like, how can he control when he falls? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't freaking. The Dolphins are just so trash. They do have 10 days of rest up before they host the Bills in week 10, and then they have to go to Madrid to play the Commanders in week 11. I honestly, they're gonna make some sort of trade deadline move,
Yeah.
selling, not of course, acquiring. Because why would they acquire people at two and
Well,
seven?
I don't. The Dolphins, right?
Correct.
So I don't know because I know Steven Ross is a terrible owner, but is he really going to trust an interim guy to make long term decisions for this franchise? I don't know. You know,
True. I just don't know who you're gonna. Why keep anyone? Just
it's it's
sell.
it's
Get
not until why keep
capital.
anybody. It's just like if you're gonna you trade the veterans on expiring contracts. You can't trade Waddle. That's too big of a move for an interim GM to make. That's someone who's going to have a few years, trusted to build the roster. He decides what the future of Waddle is.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Miami trades, the Dolphins have received calls on the following: Jalen Waddle, Jalen Phillips, Bradley Chubb, Matthew Judon, and Russell Douglas. They were unwilling to deal them in recent weeks, but with a new interim GM, Tom Pelissero says teams are certain to check back in with them starting
I think the
today.
only guy on that list that gets moved is Judon.
I could see it.
Because I think
I
he
could
just
see it.
makes the most sense to move. Like I bet you he's got a 1 year, like very close to league minimum type deal. I bet you he's the one they move.
Yeah, we'll see. Also, can we get Ryan Clark off ESPN, please?
Oh,
Holy
please. We've been
crap.
trying to get Ryan Clark off ESPN for months now. After
He's
his
a,
little what he did for was it Peter Schrager? Is that his name?
yes.
Yeah, after that comment, yeah, no, he deserves to be fired immediately.
It's that, and then I guess he's saying stuff about a particular person that passed away like a month ago now, a month or 2 months now. Polit the political guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't
And-
care what you say about what you think about the guy. He did not deserve that. That's
yeah,
simple.
but I guess
That's
he was.
that's simple. Let's be honest. That's a human being and a father.
Yeah, he was saying some. Yeah, if y'all want to go check it out, just look it up on Twitter. But we don't talk politics here.
No.
But with that being said,
The only time we talk politics is when we're calling out both sides for being morons. So someone on TikTok said a great thing. The people that make their whole personality politics are the worst people in the world. And they're 100% right.
there are other
Like, you could
things
be
to life.
interested in politics. That's fine. I don't care about that. It's when you make it your entire personality is when we have the issue.
There you go. Well, that
Like,
will
I'm not going to speak to my family because they voted differently for me. It's like, well, then you, sir, are a moron.
exactly.
You are the problem.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a big politics guy. I don't really
No, that's why I stay
keep
as
up
far
with
away
it.
from it as I possibly
I
can.
do. That's why we have sports.
Exactly.
But Giants, please, please make my Sunday as better again. These past couple Sundays have been absolute trash, especially the one that happened a couple weeks ago against Denver. So let's get a dub against SF. Let's get a dub. That way I can brag to the Niners friends that I have that we're better than them. Well, yeah. So, but that'll do it for the Third and 10 podcast, season 3, episode 50. You can follow our podcast page at Third and 10 Pod on Instagram and Twitter, and our TikTok page is at Third and 10 Podcast. You can follow me at Nathan_124 on all platforms. You can follow Brian on Twitter at BrianPG1016. You can find my article work and Brian's article work and all of our other amazing writers and podcasts at bellyupsports.com. I just released an article, my first one in quite some time, about the Giants and what they should do at the running back position.
I have an article out tomorrow about something about fantasy football and starts and sits.
Okay.
It's my turn to do Sunday. So
gotcha. And you guys, the Irish have Boston College tomorrow.
We got Boston College, 28-point favorites. The Holy War should be a good dub for us.
Easy pickings. Yeah, my boys are on a bye week before we take on Bama in Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Ooh.
So excited for that.
Big game with the interim head coach. Welcome to LSU. You get to play Alabama. Huh?
Like, hey John, I don't know his name, but hey John.
Hey, how we doing? You know.
Not sure if you've seen your schedule, but you got Bama next.
Oh, you got boy. Bama next week.
And then it's like, huh? But yeah, I mean, after Bama, it's a light schedule. It's Arkansas, Western Kentucky, and Oklahoma. So
You go hang on with
oh
Brian Kelly for 2 more weeks. I would just love to watch Brian Kelly lose to Alabama one more time.
nah. Let us have some good things in our life. But that'll do it.
Sorry, you're a byproduct of Brian Kelly hate.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy. I didn't even know. I didn't even know he was that bad until I like read up on the story of why he was criticized, and I was like, oh, that's why the whole like kid situation.
Yeah, listen, when he left Notre Dame, I was upset because like we had a great recruiting class coming in, and like Brian Kelly like did win for us, but like after a week went by, it's like, man, it's really great. I don't have to defend that guy anymore because man, he is a POS.
Yeah, not a great person.
Really not a good person at all.
People that have gotten injured
might be one of the worst people on the planet right now.
Oh yeah,
but excluding like dictators and stuff. Actual evil people like Brian Kelly isn't evil. He's just a bad person.
I think anyone that's gotten injured under his tenure as a coach,
Brian Kelly isn't ruling a small country, and he's fat, and the entire population's starving. Try to guess what country I'm talking about. It's very simple.
Yeah, we have the same idea. But I heard that anyone that's gotten injured under his tenure, he doesn't like check up on them, especially the one that happened to
brain cancer one. Yeah.
Yes. Wait, which one?
The brain cancer guy. Yeah, brain cancer, and Brian Kelly just ghosted him.
Oh yes.
Went on Good Morning America with Strahan and talked about it.
There you go. Yeah. So thank God he's out of a job, but he'll get one, of course.
He'll get one. Yeah. It's gonna be Tulane. I'm telling you, it's gonna be Tulane. Now I hate Tulane.
Yeah, it's fine. But we'll see.
No, it's not fun. Tulane did nothing.
They want to hire him. Go ahead. But nowadays, shout out to our sponsor, SeatGeek, by the way. Use the code support for $20 off your first purchase. And we'll see you guys back on Tuesday, hopefully reviewing a Giants dub over the Niners. Otherwise, we will have another depressed episode. It's not going to be fun, but it's okay because we love doing this podcast for you guys anyways. But Brian, I'm Nate. Thank you guys so much as always, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.